two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Here's a hit. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Grabs him with the stiff arm. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He'll go to the sneak. The sneak scores it.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Toss to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. Plows through the defense. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. It'll be 3rd and long. Got it looking for the 1st down. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. LSU right back to the line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The Tigers kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Johnson looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Power football with the run. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he drops to throw. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Backed up now, here's second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Release to the back. Finds his man. It's ball. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's ball. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Touchdown, Gators! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown, but he puts it on the ground. Everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, Dave, and he was able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Back to pass, it's Glagway. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Finds some room. Touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU quick to the line. The give to the back. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pocket breaking down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Now on the option. The pitch. Powers through the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Offense changing the play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Hawkins. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you
turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away.
Speeding down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a... He's going to let it go. Caught at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Motion from the back. The hand to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. LSU right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Buys a little time with his feet. Finds the tight end. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Jackson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From From the gun, wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Gators will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. They get to him as he throws. Fires the pass, intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it. Runs through the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Gets it out quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on first down from the 30. He'll keep it himself. Makes him talk to the hand. Fakes it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Catch in the middle, it's ball. Hits him with a stiff arm. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. On first and 10 from the 38. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Lagway. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a grab down the middle.